Going in from Shabbat to Pesach, we know that there's Havdala. Motzei Shabbat, when we do the Kiddush for Pesach, in the Kiddush there's also Havdala. It's called Yak Nehaz, for the acronym Yain Kiddush Ner Havdala Zman, so you also do Havdala. Now when you do Havdala, you have a candle. The candle that you have has 2 wicks, not 1 wick. So what are you going to do? How are you going to do Havdala this Motzei Shabbat? If it was permissible to turn off a flame, so we would say turn on your Havdalah candle from an existing flame, and then you could turn it off, but we cannot extinguish or turn off a flame. And so what do you do? So I've seen that they sell some candles that have 2 flames. That's like a new thing that's going on out there. So if you can acquire one of those, it's good to do that. But the Yalkut Yosef says that if you cannot obtain one of those and you can only do Havdalah on a candle that has 1 week for this particular Shabbat, you're allowed to do that. I want to talk about Chol Hamoed very quickly. Chol Hamoed, there are a number of things that are, well, a lot of things are special about it, but there's some things that we should take into consideration. It's Chol, like a Yom Chol, like a mundane, everyday day of the week, but it's also a Moed. It's also a holiday, it's a festive day, and the Gemara speaks greatly about the person that is Mechabed et HaMoadot, and also speaks about a person that is Mezalzel et HaMoadot. And if you go to Israel, everybody's having a good time in Gan Sakel, they're having barbecues, whatever it is. But it's a time to be with family and celebrate and rejoice and have a seudah, if you can, with meat and wine and matzah this year for Pesach. But otherwise, there's also things that we have. For example, we're not allowed to get a haircut and groom and shave on Chol HaMoed. So this year, it's about 4 or 5 days. It's not many days. But also on that time we're not allowed to, because our sages made a takana, an enactment, that we're not allowed to get a haircut. If we were allowed to get a haircut, what would have happened? I would say, I don't have time to get a haircut. I have to help at home get ready for Pesach, some crumbs between the chairs and the sofa. I don't have time. And then I go into Pesach not looking groomed, not nice, not prepared. And then I'm sitting there at Bet Knesset or at the Seder itself, with my beard and my hair and my things like that, and it doesn't look nice. So in order to be prepared for Pesach, so there's a takana that Chachamim said, you cannot groom, don't get a haircut, don't shave on Chol HaMoed, because we know you're going to bank on it. You're going to bank on it and say, I won't get a haircut for the first day of Primeros. I won't get a haircut for Primeros, and I won't look so good in Primeros. So you're not, that's why we cannot get groom on Chol HaMoed. However, ketanim that are under the age of mitzvot, under the age of 5 or 6 years old, they, meikar adin, were allowed to. Meikar adin means, in principle, matter of halacha, we are allowed to groom them, to give them a haircut if they do need, if there's a need. And also there's another permissiveness. If you work somewhere and they tell you, if you don't shave every morning, there's no work for you.
That's right.
And so you are allowed to do it in such a case. And in another case also, somebody that's going out in shidduchim, someone that is dating for the purpose of marriage, whatever, and they're not going to look their best if they're not shaven, and they have a date going on Chol HaMoed, they are allowed to shave on Chol HaMoed, although it is not advised, but in principle they are allowed. Tomorrow we'll speak about Bezrat Hashem Bli Neder, getting performing laundry on Chol HaMoed, and also car repairs and repairs for the home and shopping on Chol HaMoed, and the parameters of that. Shalom and Baruch Adonai L'Olam.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you. And wishing